What's good, YouTube family? I'm your God Bless One. Thank you for watching another video of IsmokeHiphop. So I got a segment that's going on Twitter where my supporters get to go on Twitter or my emails and tell me what type of subject they want me to talk about. And a lot of them was like, we haven't heard people talk about the NFL protest that much, the upcoming season 2. Can you talk about it? And I am going to talk about it, but differently from what my supporters wanted to talk about. I think is Kimothy Yates from Wyoming. He wrote me, but wow, I've never even been to Wyoming. I gotta go out there. They say they got good steaks out there to eat. I guess all the farms and stuff they got over there. But anyway, salute to Wyoming. The reason why I don't really want to defend the NFL protest, it's a fake movement. It's a fake movement. I know you're like, a black man calling the NFL protest a fake movement. He doesn't want to support it. No, I don't want to support no fake ass movement like that. And I'm going to explain to you guys why this is a fake movement. First of all, a real protest doesn't consist where you get to protest the work you're on and still hope to get paid by that job. Where they do that at? So you're going to boycott the NFL while still hoping they pay your salaries and contracts as well. Listen, I'm not defending what some of the things the NFL do, but do I like the NFL like everybody else? Yes, I'm not a hypocrite. Do I like sports? Listen, first of all, sports are used as a form of entertainment to keep the masses dumb and blind from the real issues that are going on in society today. I'm going to say that again. All sports are in general are used to keep all you masses dumb, dwindled, and dumb and blind from real issues that are going on in society and the world today. This is how you keep a lot of the sheeps controlled. So you have to be like me and many other people, learn how to decipher and separate from real life away from entertainment sports life. Because a lot of people say sports is my life. I say that rhetoric sometimes, but I don't mean it as in, you know, actual physical life. I mean, I just love sports. Other than that, you have to understand, since the Roman Colosseum days, this is what all the Caesars would use. And all these emperors, they would take this vast majority of entertainment that they see how exuberant and it accelerate the fans and the excitement and joys. So when the Caesars was like, I know you guys seen what's that movie, The Gladiator. Remember when one of the emperors, the new one, who didn't like, I don't know how to say the guy's name, but he didn't like him, Russell Crowe. He didn't like Russell Crowe, and they had their beef, but he had also ongoing issues and dramas between his seated position as emperor and all that. He had people lingering and talking behind his back, doing espionage and plans to hopefully one day overtake him. So he needed something to make the people happy. So what he did, they built the Colosseum. Well, it already was built, but he took more great physical fighters and gladiators from everywhere around of Rome Empire during that time, in Europe itself in general, and brought them to his Colosseum to give one of the greatest games ever, again, to keep the masses dumb, confused, and contrite without knowing everything that's going on in society. So you're like, how does this go with this protest? I'm basically telling you, is football really something to protest? How do you do not know what you're getting yourself into? Rich, corporate, wealthy, billionaires, white men, which money comes from centuries and generation of wealth, and you don't think a lot of these guys don't like you because you're black, then you're a fool to begin with in the first place. And third of all, like I said earlier from the first point, but there's going to be a third point, how can you protest something you still hope to get paid from? First of all, a real protest, you won't even watch football. You won't even play. You'll quit. So why don't you quit? I'm waiting. If you guys are mad at what I'm talking about on this video, you go to every single one of those football players and tell them, why do you have to wait till a team don't hire you anymore? Why you don't just say, I protest by quitting? Listen, by protesting the flag, you don't do anything at all. So I'm going to show you the contradiction. Your protest is, I'm going to protest the flag, but I'm still going to, after they're done doing the ceremony of the flag and I'm protesting it, when it's done with, I'm going to go play the game and play for the same organizations that support the flag that I'm protesting. You see the hypocrisy in it? You're protesting the flag, and then B, after you're done protesting the flag, you're going to go play for that same corporate entity that supports the flag that you're protesting for. It's dumbness. The people who are behind these protests, go follow. And they have nothing to do to support black men and women and nothing like that. They're supporting themselves. You think Kaepernick is sitting at home really pushing this movement to the forefront. He didn't quit football. Football quit Colin Kaepernick. If Colin Kaepernick really wanted to protest the NFL, he would have said, ladies and gentlemen, I quit football forever. I'm retiring. I will never play for an organization that support this, that support that, that support this. He didn't. He still was trying his best to go work for that same organization. Don't give me Colin Kaepernick is a martyr for the... This nigga just finished signing a contract, got at least over $30 million out that contract. I know you're going to say it's not a lot of money. For a football player, $30 million is a lot. And I don't like counting people's pockets like that. I'm just saying I've never known no facial figure of a movement such as the protest of the NFL movement has been people who are wealthy people protesting. You didn't suffer. How did Colin Kaepernick suffer? He still was... Number one, he did suffer. He suffered from a hurt feeling. Because he still loved football. He still was part of that world that he was protesting. He never wanted to let it go. That furthermore showed me he wanted to be relevant through that aspect instead of being a real martyr. You know what a real martyr and a real protester of the NFL would have done? He would have told everybody, I challenge you all to quit football today. All black men, stop playing football. And all white men who support black issues, because I don't want to leave my white brothers and sisters out. All black men and all white men who don't want to support the national flag or what it transcends and means for, stop playing football now with me and quit. That's what a real leader would have done. But you know why? A lot of people are confused by your moves. You're now behind the scenes. Oh, he's still working out. He's still trying. The last season, you still were trying to get a gig and a job for that same organization you protest, Colin. And the year before that, you were still trying to get a job as well. You tried out with the Seattle Seahawks. Really, my G? Last time I checked, Seattle Seahawks also support the flag. Like, these contradict. You can get mad at me you want, but I'm speaking nothing but facts. Nothing but facts. Listen, we had a great organization. You dudes could have quit NFL and go form your own organizations. Listen, I'm going to say that again. These black men who have protested NFL, instead of protesting the flag but still trying to work for that same corporate entity, why not quit it and go make your own football league? Yes, you know how entertaining it will be? Go make your own football league. But the thing is, black men and women suffer from crab in a bucket mentality. You're not going to find support from almost no black men and people in Hollywood, whether that's actors or whatever. Any wealthy black men and women, maybe a few triplets of it, but you're not going to find it unless you guys lead the movement. I guarantee you, if all you black men and women quit it right now, a lot of black people who are wealthy millionaires and billionaires will support your movement, including white people. It's been done before. It was called the Negro Leagues. Let's talk about it. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about the Negro Leagues. It was a great league. It was, hold on. It was a great league, man. It was a great league that brought vast majorities of wealthy businessmen and women from all walks of life. You had white people investing in the Negro Leagues, black people, Hispanic. You even had people in the Queen's country of England. Yes, that's what they don't talk about. There was a lot of Englishmen. Salute to my English people out there. There was a lot of Englishmen and women, wealthy ones. They seen how prominent and economically that the Negro Leagues was growing. They were donating into it. MLB seen a problem with it. See, the Negro Leagues was almost making more money than the MLB. I think somebody brought the stats. I'm sorry I was not prepared, but there's also been actual evidence where it made more money than the MLB. So a lot of white wealthy men got together in a meeting, you know, the winter leagues meetings that we still have today during the MLB seasons. Well, they went to the spring meetings. They went to the spring meeting going, we have to stop this. This is growing. They have the best talent in the Negro Leagues, and they're getting the best classist people because black men and women didn't behave in this ratchet behaviors during the 20s and stuff like that. And in the early 1900s, they had class. You know, we treated each other like men and human versus then how we treat each other today, because we treat each other like shit today. But anyways, neither here nor there. We were growing, and the MLB leaders of the MLB got together and realized we need a plan. So we're going to integrate a black person and see how it work out. And if this experiment work out, we're going to continue getting more of them. And the experiment was Jackie Lee Robinson. Yes, they didn't get him because Jackie Lee Robinson wasn't even the best in the Negro Leagues. He was not even the 200 best player. He was mediocre at best. They just picked Jackie Lee Robinson because he spoke the English language, you can say, better than majority of the other blacks. He kind of like, he was their figure. He was molded in their schools. He was molded in their ways. So they took him as one of theirs. So they wanted to see, if we're going to even get them, we want to see how the best of the best who evolves and work around white people. You guys know what I mean. Basically, a black guy who can talk white, act white, look white, and be sophisticated as a white man and woman. That's what they tried to do and say. So when the Jackie Robinson crap worked, they took more black stars, not just regular black people from the Negro Leagues. They took so many black stars to the point other regular blacks from the league too followed pursuit. You know what I mean? They seen the fame and relevance that Jackie Robinson got. They wanted it. And guys, guess what it was? That the hypocrisy. They were getting paid better than a lot of the white players. And they still felt a need. It's that white in us that we always want to go, oh, I want to be part of this white movement. I want to be part of it so bad. It's like getting white acceptance. And that's what a lot of black people suffer from, whether you want to call it Stockholm Syndrome. I don't know. I don't call it any of that other than what it actually is. You want white people to love you so bad, you'll leave your nice position to go in something more hardship just to get their love. And that's what the Negro Leagues going into the major leagues all was about. And you don't understand the downfall it did to the Negro Leagues. It shattered it. Money, attendance, everything was down. And that's what I'm talking about with this NFL thing. If you really want to protest the NFL, quit playing football right now and go start your own league. Other than that, I'm not trying to just look at on my Sundays trying to enjoy football to watch a bunch of fake brothers do a fake movement and want me to be part of it. I'm not part of it. I want to be part of a real black movement. And that's not it. The real black movement is stay out the ways of the monkey see, monkey do ass niggas and go build up your own communities, your own people. Some of you niggas love to talk about this, talk about that, but in front of your doors is dirty, it's trashy. You don't even pick up the soda cans on the ground in your own community, but you're protesting about something that's hundreds and thousands of miles away from you. Ain't that some type of contradiction? You niggas don't even pick up the trash in your own communities, but you're focusing on problems, systemic problems that got nothing to do with us. These white people didn't force you to go put the pads and helmets on and play for them. And by the way, I love football, so I'm not talking against it or this and that. I'm talking facts about the people in the protest. And I'm not saying because I love football, we shouldn't protest these real issues. I'm just saying, if you're going to protest real issues like that, you don't protest the flag, then continue playing football 5 minutes after protesting the flag. What type of fuckery is that? Can you believe it? Imagine a church get bombs and you go, no, let's bomb the makers who make the bomb, but we're still going to go support the people who actually blew up the bomb. That's almost the same thing what these protesters of the NFL movement are doing. I will never support your movement because it's a contradiction and it doesn't make any sense. Have a blessed day. Love your family, love your kids, and stay blessed, everybody. And if you're going to protest and you're mad at me, don't watch football forever, not just NFL, any football, any sports, any basketball, any sports in America or anything in America. Because when you're protesting the flag, protest everything that supports the flag, which is the entire country. You're protesting the NFL flag, but you're still running around in pads and helmets. What type of contradiction is this?